Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Saturday, the 18th of February, 2023. Early afternoon here. Just had some spaghetti carbonara for lunch, which was not particularly impressive, but anyway. And for dessert, it looks like I'm going to be having strawberries. I haven't had any yet, but I should have some after I play this game. Strawberries again, because this is the time of year, January, February, kind of early February or mid to the end of February, I should guess, is our strawberry season in Chiang Mai, which is in the north, where it's much cooler. That's the only place where strawberries can actually grow in Thailand, because it's really too hot to grow the things. But we do have a season of strawberries. They're not normally really huge fruits, and they're definitely not as delicious as some strawberries from some parts of the world. But anyway, great. I do love strawberries. We have a lot of excellent fruit here in Thailand that you can eat, but we also have a lot of imported fruit. And of course, nowadays, weirdly enough, some of the things that were really cheap when I first got here are now very expensive. And that's not just about inflation, but because of the capitalist society. That means that that farmers that grow produce are forced to export it, or rather, well, not forced to, but I mean they get a much better price for export than they can in the local market, so they sell it. And of course it's exported, which leads to shortages at home, and of course price increases in what has traditionally been kind of cheap food here in Thailand, which is an unfortunate thing. So many of the things that used to be incredibly cheap, like bananas, I mean, they're still not super expensive, but they used to be so cheap when I first lived here, are now much more expensive. Anyway, enough ranting about the price of fruit. Oh, yeah, I know, I was going to say one more thing. Yeah, and there also seems to be some kind of Frankenstein fruit, not really Frankenstein fruit, but just huge. We get apples in Thailand that I had never seen the size of an apple like that. They're not grown in Thailand. They're imported, I think, from China, maybe. But they have these huge, absolutely huge apples. It seems like they're almost the size of a football or something. Absolutely not quite that big, but they are really huge. And they're also very expensive. And not something I'm going to buy, because I think you could eat it all day long, I think. Anyway, enough of the fruit. Let's get on with the Sudoku. This is the New York Times hard level game. Didn't get a chance to play it yesterday. But anyway, here's today's game. So I'm going to start with these 8s that are crossing here. Crisscrossing and giving me that, that 8 there. And we've got 9 in this block. We've also got 9 blocking down here and 9 blocking up here, so that's going to put a 9 into that square, isn't it? Okay, let's move over left. I was looking at this block, but not getting very far with it. I see some things, but anyway, let's move left a bit. We've got 4s blocking across here, and that's going to give me a 4 there. I'm not sure what it means, but I see the 1 blocking down here, so that puts 1 into one of those squares, which will block across here, of course. But I don't really know about the 1s yet. Meantime, we've got 6 blocking across here, so that puts the 6 up there, and of course will give us 2 6s in those squares. What is missing down here then? So 1, 3, and 5. So 1's, I don't know too much. Okay, 5. So 5 blocks along here, 5 blocks across here, and 5 blocks down there. So that will give me a 5. And so obviously the 1's will be in those squares now. And actually 3 blocks along here. That's also missing from this block. So there's 1 and 3 block across here. So this has to be 1 and 3. So this is neither 1 nor 3 and must be a 7. 7 blocks this square, 7 blocks this square. So in this row, there's our 7. For the 3s, actually, when I look up the top here, I can see that we have 3s blocking up like that, so that's good. 3 blocks down here, we've got 3 in one of our missing squares here, so that'll be a 3, and that will be a 3, and this will be a 1, and this is our 1 over here, and this is something else. What is it? 6. Okay, so missing from here is 2, 8, 9. We've got 2 and an 8. And this was 1, 3, 5. Was there nothing happened there yet? Okay, where should we go next? Where's our next adventure? I see a 3 blocking down here and across there, so let's give ourselves a 3. That will put 3s, give us 3s like that to finish. Okay, can't do much about those just yet. Let's have a quick click on the digits and see if anything comes to mind. Well, I can see obviously that 5s are going to appear like this. Let me just pencil in the 6s just because it helps me a bit sometimes. Okay, so there aren't any more kind of super easy ones that I can see. So let's get the old thinking caps on and try as best I can to see what similarities there are. The reason I don't like playing notation free like this is I just find it difficult to spot the patterns of digits. It means those people who play notation free are always looking up and down the chutes, let's say, and using the numbers that are there. But I just find it difficult to do that. To me, there always seem to be too many permutations. That's my problem, I guess, and how I find it rather difficult to play the game in that way. But you don't have to, of course, and I usually don't. I will mostly play with pencil marks when it gets to anything tough, and that's perfectly legitimate too. I'm looking at this block up here. I see 7s are in those squares, and I see 7, 9 in those squares. I have 1s here, and I have 5s here. What am I missing? Oh, 6. 6 is like this. So is this... Did I just hit a 5? Is that the only place where a 5 can go? Am I dreaming or not? I'm not sure, but I'm going to test it. Probably not. So I'm probably wasting a bit of time here. But anyway, I couldn't see. I felt like this was. I didn't put anything else in here except for a 5. Let's just have a look. It's not 1. It's not 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping it's a 5. It's not 6. Oh, it could be. No, it can't be 7. All right. It's not 8, it's not 9. It is. Okay, so that is in fact a 5. Okay, that's good. That's good. So we get 5 down here. We get 4s in these squares. 2. No. Oh, hang on. Are we left with 1, 6, 7, 9 here now? 1, 6, 7, 9. Is that right? Let me just 1, 6, 7, 9. I think we are, and there's 1, 6, 7 there. So that's got to be a 9, hasn't it? Oh, okay, great. So now we got a pair of 9 and 5 up here. Wow, how about that? That was serendipitous. I don't know if it's going to mean anything else, but it got me something at least. Right? Okay, good. All right, 9 and 5. Okay, so what do we know now? We know that 2s are in those squares. So what? We know that 4s are over here, and that's going to give me 4s up there. That's not enough to... No, that's not enough. Oh, well, all right. It's probably going to lead to nothing again. I hate it when it finds something I think is going to be interesting and then it leads to nothing. Right, 5 and 9. So 6 in... 6. I was just about to say 6 in 3 squares, and I noticed the one down here. Okay, so it did give me something at least. Right, okay. Now, 6 has to be in those squares now. And down here. Did I have something else down here? I have 5s in all of those squares. I've got 6s here. I've got 6s up there. I'll try to remember that. I'm probably going to forget it though. 6. What's this? 4, 2 down here. Okay, right. So then 7 is here, right? So that's going to put 7s down here. Sevens are up there. 7s, I guess, are still like that. 8s are going to be here now. Let's highlight that again. 8s. Ah, good. So 8 across here, 8 up here, and 8 up here gives us an 8 in that square there. Right. So 1, 2, 4. Oh, right, I know what I should be looking at. I saw something and I kind of momentarily forgot about it. I know that 6 is up here, and I also know that 7s are up there as well, so I can get this, whatever it is. Is it a 1? So 6 and 7, we're missing 1, yeah, well, that's a 1. Okay, then 1 across here, and up here. There's our digit 1. As I say, we've got 6 and 7 here, but I think I already worked out down what's going on down here, so that's not enough, is it? So I think I'm just going to have to stay with this top shoot, am I? Now, what did I work out before? So I got to keep doing this. This is 9 and 5, right? This is 4. 2. Probably looking at, let's have a look down here instead. I'm probably spending too long up there. Let's have a look and see what's missing down here. We're missing 5, 6, 7, I want to say. 5, 6, 7, is that right? 5? Yes, it is. And guess what? We've got a 6 and a 7 blocking across here. That's lucky as well. Seem to be looking in the right places this morning, or this afternoon, I should say. Feels like morning, though, because I haven't done anything amazing yet. Been anywhere. So this is 6 and 7. So of course 7s will be up there, and we already know 6s are up there, so that's okay. 6 and 7. So what will be left with? Well, 1s will be in these squares, and then I guess everything else is 2, 4. I think it's 2, 4, isn't it? 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 4, 4. Yeah. Right, so this middle section is okay. This is empty down here though, isn't it? Be nice if I could get something down here. I wonder if this might be a good time to have a look at the digits and see if anything has cropped up in the meantime, like this. 1 blocking here, 1 blocking here, and 1 blocking here. So in this row, there's our 1. And 1 block's up here and 1 is down here. That gives me a 1 in that square there. 3 blocks down here. Here is our 3 and this is a 5, I think. Okay, now remember we had 9 and 5 up here, so obviously that can't be 5. That must be 5. That must be our 9. So we're going to get the 5s here, and we're going to get the 9s here. What's missing from down here? Actually, I should do this first, shouldn't I? This is a 2 and then 7, I want to say. 2, 7. Yeah. 2, 7, so that's definitely 2 and 7 in those squares. Right, so if this is right, 2 and 7 here, missing from this column, 2 and 7 here, so this has to be 2 and 7. So these have to be 4 and 8, and we've got the blocking 4 here, so there's the 4. Actually, we also had a blocking 8, I've just noticed, but that goes there now. Oh, wow. So 2 and 7 here. And that means missing is 4, 5, and 8. 5 here, 8 there. But I can't quite place it. 4, 5, 8. Okay, yes, 4, 5, 8. But 3, I've got 3 blocking across here, 3 down and 3 down here. So that's a 3. And then the last number for this column, 9, I believe. Can we finish the 9s? We're going to get 9s there and there. No, I guess not. But we definitely have made progress on this game. So it seems to be quite coming along reasonably well, I would say. What do we have down here? We've got an 8 here. Is that going to give us anything magic? I don't think so. What's missing from this row? Let me do this first. We're looking for a 2, a 4, and an 8. Okay, we've got 2 and 4 blocking down here, so this has to be an 8 then. That's good. 8 up here, 8 down here. Here's our 8. And the missing numbers now are, I've forgotten 9 and something. 9 and 2, is it? Okay, so 2 down here. There's our 2. There's our 9. 9 down here, 9 down here, and 9 across here. There we go with a 9. Now, I'm sure I can get this because I must know what these are, although I've gone out of my head again. 6 and 7, wasn't it? Yeah. 6, 7. This is a 1. 1 across here, and 1 down here and down here. So here's our digit 1. Anything on the ends here, just in case? 2 and 4, is it? I guess. No, don't know just yet. 2 or 4. But that's what's at the ends. But what I can say then, if that's 2 or 4 at the end, 8 blocks across here and 8 blocks down here, this has to be 8, doesn't it? Okay, so this is definitely 2 or 4 here. Yeah, that makes sense. 2, 4. Right. Okay, we're coming on very nicely, I think. But it's not over till the fat lady sings, right? So we've got to keep battling away until we finish the game off. So missing digits down here again. I keep forgetting 2 and 7, right? 2 and 7. 2s are, this is 2 and 4. 2, 4. Here we're looking for 5 and 6, I think. Okay, so again, there we go, 5, gotcha. 5's down here and 5 across here. There we go, there's our 5 then. And so 5 across here and 5 down here, there's our 5. That was the final digit 5, actually. Good to know. And now we're just looking for a 6 to fit here then. 6 across here and down there. There's our 6. Still got that pair of 6s up there. That's been there for ages. and the 4 and the 2. So it's so this is still 4 and 2 down here. Okay, so but meantime now we've an open square has opened up by itself. That's got to be a 7, hasn't it? And so now we can say 7 across here and across here. Here is our 7. Oh, can't finish them off. I thought we might be able to, but never mind. Now we can get this because look, here's the 4 blocking here, and so that's going to give us the 4 there, and so we know this has now got to be a 2 because we had 4 and 2 left there. 2 blocks across here, so that would be our 2. 2 also blocks up here and across here. Here is our 2. 2 blocks across there. There goes the 2, the final 2. This is a 7. 7 also blocks up here, 7 goes here, 7 blocks across here. Here's our 7. That's finished now. And the last number to place here is 6. 6 blocks across here, so that's the final 6. Now we've got a 2. I know this has been 4 and 2, 6, 4 or 2 or whatever it's been for ages and ages, so I can see it's got to be a 4 now. And also we need a 4 here. Oh, we also finish off with a 4. That's it for the New York Times hard level game today. I enjoyed that puzzle. I'm quite relaxed at the weekend, not worried about work, and so it's a bit easier to play, I think. Bye-bye.